G'day sunshines, welcome to Tarot with Tracey. This is a 6-card reading for the week of the 17th of December 2022. And those of you who are great at numbers will notice that there are actually 7 cards in our 6-card reading today. And that's because I needed some clarification on our 6th card. And so that's what we've done there. And we'll get to that when we get to that 6th card. In this beautiful 6-card reading, it's a deep dive into some issue that is speaking to you right now. And it's a timeless reading in the sense that whenever you have felt drawn to click on this video, on this YouTube video, you will know that there is something in there for you. And it might be the entire reading, or it might be just one little word or phrase or card in this reading. I love working with tarot because it works with you as well as with the bigger energies around you. So you will know, you will feel it in your bones, your mind, your bones, your soul, your energy will go, ah, that's what I needed to hear today. And that's what we're looking for, that ability to listen in to how the cards and how the wisdoms speak to us. So I will draw some wisdoms out and you will go yes or no. And that's the key thing, is your own personal yes or no. So let's get going on this beautiful reading today to see how much of it pings for you, which bits of it ping for you. Feel free to leave some comments down below in the comments section in terms of what it is that you went, yes, that's what I needed to hear today. I love knowing what lands for you. So in the 6-card reading, our first card is always, how did I come to be where I am? Like what has led up to this? What is the history that's led to where this moment is for me? And then a card that kind of gets at what is the nub of this moment? What is the core thing that's going on for me here? And then the next card, and I'll go through what the cards are, just thought I'd give you an outline of what the 6 cards positions are. The third card here is, what is the block or what is the challenge that I'm currently facing? And the fourth card is, what will I do about that? Or what magic or what help is going to come that's unexpected, some little trick that's going to help deal, or gift that's going to help deal, gift from spirit. I love to think of this 4th card as the gift from spirit. It comes out of nowhere sometimes, that helps us to undo the challenge that is presented in this 3 card here, the 3rd position. And our 5th card is, what is my next right action? What do I need to do next to resolve the situation that I'm currently dealing with, or to bring more light or more energy into the space? And if I do that, what will be the outcome? What will be the likely outcome if I take this action? And of course, today I've got the bonus. What did that card exactly mean? Can I have a bit more of that? And that's what we'll get to in a moment. So let's start here at the beginning with this gorgeous 9 of Wands in reverse. And interestingly, I've just done a tarot wisdom reading and a tarot energy tip, and both of them, this was the card that was the center point of those 2 readings. And here he is again, our 9 of Wands upside down. So you can see that normally our 9 of Wands is very much an anxious person who's looking backwards and holding on to old stories. So whatever you're dealing with at the moment, ask yourself, what are the old stories here that I have been hanging on to? See, he's gripping with 2 hands onto that wand and he's saying, I'm not letting go of this. And he's very suspicious of how the past is going to nibble at him, or how it's impacting on him. He's trying to stay safe by hanging on to that last wand. And he's done a lot of good work. Like whatever you've been doing, you've done so much to get where you are. Look at all those wands that you've already got in place, all that energy that you've already put in, and successes. So count those successes, don't negate them. And yet, what is this last wand that you're holding on to, this blackened, charred thing? I mean, is there some sense at the moment of feeling like the walking wounded? Because what has happened is that in your walking woundedness, have you actually just begun to let it go? Because this card has come through in the reverse. So is there a sense that you have surrendered your grip on something? You've gone, I'm just ready to put that wand, oh my goodness, that wand down. I'm going to put it in place, or leave it behind, or just let it go. Because this is the energy that's come through as being the history for whatever it is you're dealing with at the moment. You have let this old story go. And in letting it go, that sounds great, right? Yes, I'm finally free of whatever baggage it is that I've been lugging along with me on this journey. But in fact, when we do shift what we're doing, when we do let things go, it can often be quite tumultuous. So currently where you're sitting, you might feel your Queen of Cups in reverse. You might feel that you are not riding the waves of the highs and the lows and the anxieties and the worries and the overwhelming sets of emotions that are rocking up for you right now. There is not, I've got this and I'm in my mojo feeling. There is a sense of overwhelm, potentially, having let go of some old story. That means, if we get our beautiful third card going here, that we come across this block. And the block is that we want to hold tight. This is the Four of Pentacles, and he is gripping on to everything. He's got 2 feet solidly planted, and he's got 2 hands wrapped around that middle one, and he's balancing very carefully with that 4th one on his head. He's got no mobility whatsoever. So whereas we might have let go of that wand, that 9th wand, we still have a sense of, in practice, I'm still hanging tight. I'm not actually moving at this point. I'm still gripping onto not just the energy in this situation, but the actual behaviors that need to happen, the actual doing, the actual manifesting that needs to now happen. You're not quite doing it. There's a fear factor there, and there always is when we're going to do something different and give something a go. But if you're gripping onto something, how is Spirit going to help? What's the magic that's going to help you actually soften up and get some movement? And this is where we get this in reverse 8 of Pentacles. So normally our 8 of Pentacles is doing the work, getting something done, but today not. So the gift that comes to help you deal with this clinging business is a pause in the work you're doing. Now, when we don't create a pause by taking some rest time and taking some quiet quality time to actually be still so that we can let go more clearly of what we need to let go of, when we don't do that, we get stopped by the universe. So it might be a broken leg, to be extreme, might be a sniffle, might be the end of a project or a job that just gets, thrown at you out of left field. Or perhaps it just is one of those moments in the total moon cycle where it is quiet time for you. Make sure you take that quiet time, because when you take that quiet time, you'll be able to deal with this mayhem of grippiness that comes with that 4 of Pentacles bloke. What you need to do then as you get that pause, so your next right action is the Hermit, and that's going within time. Quiet time just for you. And it doesn't have to be a 3-day retreat in silence on a mountaintop. It can be the 3-minute retreat that you take when you step outside with your cup of tea and you sit under a tree, lean up against it and go, ah. And as you do that, you become attuned to that light within. There is wisdom within us. There are deep knowings within us. There's a golden rod of energy within us that's just waiting for us to own it, to listen to it, to acknowledge it, to be it, and then to bring it out into the open, to hold it up so that we can illuminate our lives. So this stopping of the everyday work, don't vacuum the floors this afternoon, take this time instead, will allow us to be able to illuminate what it is that we need to do so that the overwhelm of our Queen of Cups here can settle down, can be more calm. And if we choose to take our time to ourselves, to go within, what will be the likely outcome? And this is where I was puzzled, because the 3 of Wands is usually a clarity about where you're going and what the horizon looks like. But what I'm seeing here also, and he's in reverse today, so is there no clarity? Like, if you take your time to go within, do we then have no clarity? What I'm seeing here with this 3 of Wands is that he has his hand firmly on that wand, and that wand is firmly planted in the ground. So it's not going anywhere. So when the Hermit has his hand on the wand, there's a sense of enlightenment. And when let's look at this guy here, when he has his hands on his wand, there's a stuckness, there's a grippiness to that. So the ways in which we handle our energy, wands being energy, is really important. And if we're holding tight to something that's rooted into the ground, we're not going to be able to get forward movement. And what this reading is looking for here is a sense of movement, like not being stuck with our Pentacles guy holding on tight to things, not being stuck with our Wands guy holding on tight to things, not being overwhelmed when we actually try to let go of anything and having, but some steady, enlightened movement. And that's what we're looking for here, is rather than just seeing the horizon but staying put with our hand tightly on a wand, is actually a sense of stepping into the space that's created when we take our time to go within. So in terms of clarifying that as well, and the support that I got from this when I asked for more information and clarity, was this sense of the cups, all 7 of them, but in reverse. So normally the 7 of cups is confusion. What am I going to do next? Like there's a big cloud there and you don't know what the 7 cups offer if you choose them. You can see that one of them might be a sense of victory, but you don't actually know if you choose that cup what that victory might look like, how that's going to actually pan out for you. And so the 7 of cups is usually a sense of uncertainty about the future and, analysis paralysis. What will I do? What will I do? What will I do? But having taken the time to go within, having found your 3 of Wands in reverse, so not holding on to that wand and staying put anymore, we're actually finishing this uncertainty. There is no more uncertainty. There is a clarity. The clarity that comes from having introspected and being willing to let go of that wand and step out. The clarity that comes is not one of knowing what will happen. So we often don't want to do something until we know exactly what's going to happen. This clarity that's coming is not, oh, well, if I do this, then I know I'll get that outcome. If I ring that person up, then I know we'll go on a date. If I finish this project, I know I'll get that promotion. There is no clarity, but there is a clarity on what it is that you want to choose to do. And that's important. I'm going to make that phone call. I'm going to finish that project. I'm going to apply for that job. I'm going to say this to my partner this evening, and it's going to have unknown outcomes. But I know from my time of introspection and letting go and being willing to allow the emotions to roll, that it's time for me to do this action, and then we shall see. So, and the thing that we shall see on the whole, there are no promises, are there, with life and with tarot, but we are seeing that there is golden light to be stepped into. And rather than standing here and looking at that golden light, I'm feeling the sense of, if we take the hermit time, it will be time to step into the golden light. So that's our tarot reading for today, of the big spread, of the deep dive. And let me know what resonates for you. I would love to know. And bright blessings for this week ahead.